We have all got them. Random strong opinions. But now we're asking you to not keep it to yourself. Let us know what it is. 877-979-WRMF. 877-979-9763. You can call or text them in here to the KVJ show. Now, I thought it was interesting. One person texts in. They said, ant is pronounced aunt, not ant. Ant is an insect.
I struggle with that because I grew up calling my mom's sister Aunt Susie. So now to call her Aunt Susie feels like I'm trying to pretend to be British.
I think I do both. I think I used to call Aunt Ann, or Aunt Ann. It depends on what mood I was in. Does that make me so abnormal?
No, I think most people go back and forth, right?
I never say aunt. I don't know where that's from. It's not from my part where I grew up. Everything is aunt.
Aunt feels like I'm trying to be fancy, and I mean, my relatives in Texas are not fancy. They are not aunt.
Well, it's like when someone goes, "I'll take a tomato." No, it's a tomato.
Yeah, I think it's just one of those regionalisms for whatever reason.
An aunt would love a tomato.
An aunt would love a tomato.
Yeah, I don't know where people are set on that. How many people like aunt? How many people like aunt? I'm in the aunt camp.
I get what you're saying. Yeah. I totally get their point.
Right.
But I can't change at this point. Like, I've been saying aunt for too long.
It's kind of how I feel about it. Yeah, I just don't think there's any going back for me at this point. I am what I am. This random strong opinion says, if you were born in Florida after 1995 and your parents are from the Northeast, you are not, nor should you be considered a Floridian.
Wait, you were born here?
If you were born in Florida after 1995 and your parents are from the Northeast, you are not, nor should you be considered a Floridian.
No, I disagree with that. You were born in Florida. You're a Floridian.
Yeah, that's what I always thought, too, because all my kids have been born in Florida. I consider them to be native Floridians.
Yeah.
What madman sent that?
It's a random strong opinion, and a lot of these are wrong.
I got one for you. No matter how starving you are, you should never order the steak and eggs from Denny's. I did it on my break, and I regretted it for the following 24 hours.
My dad will order the fish from Denny's.
Also, not a smart choice.
And I'm going, Dad, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
And he follows it up with, "Oh, Bird, it was excellent." He knows the chef's name at Denny's. He goes, the guy knows what he's doing.
I blew it.
Yeah.
I did not feel good or right for about 24 hours.
Well, the last time we ordered Denny's, the restaurant, not the man, we all ordered it. We usually order from a different place. We said, let's get something different. We were all not doing well the next day.
It's not consistent enough
It's
for
not
me.
consistent, Ken.
I need more consistency.
Mm-hmm. People have a rebuttal to the aunt versus aunt, and they said it's literally spelled with an A and a U, not an A-N-T. And
Well,
I get your argument.
Well, then how about this then? You throw me an aunt, I'll throw you a good nat. It is spelled G-N-A-T.
It's true if we want to do that.
Why do we need the G? It's bothered me since I was 6.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. A random strong opinion that I have, wait staff should have to check their phones in a locker while they are working.
You know what? That's a really good one because I had a waitress that started so good the other day. She was amazing. She was attentive. She was awesome. She was incredible. Drinks, great. Cocktails, great. You know I order a lot of drinks. Food came. She was fantastic. After the food came, something must have happened on her phone because not only was she on her phone, but every other waitress was on her phone and they were all huddled looking at something on her phone.
Right.
I couldn't get the check.
Yeah.
I couldn't get a to-go box.
Right.
I mean, I couldn't get a to-go cup because, I'm taking my drink with me. I couldn't get anything.
Same thing happened to me. The Queen and I were out getting some cocktails, and it was, we were at a very nice bar, that was not a lot of people when we first started. More people came as we went. And the same thing, it got to the point where we started setting a timer to be like, how long is it going to take for us to get the check or another drink or whatever? And, it was going on 5 to 10 minutes for each one. And we looked around and there were people standing around, 3 to 4 of them. They're all on their phone behind the bar. And then I looked over to even see where the manager was, and he was on his phone. And I was like, why?
What is going on?
Yeah, I'm like, why do they even allow this? If I ran a restaurant, I'd be like, you know what? You need to check it in. If you have a break, you can check your phone or when you leave. But when you're working, I'm paying you to be attentive to the people that are here trying to order food and drinks. And so you must be attentive to them. So no phones. If I see them, out of here.
It was clear. It was clear. Something was going on in the personal life because all the waitresses were looking at the one girl's phone. I'm like, I wanted to go look at it, honestly, because obviously something's going down. I kind of wanted to see what was on the phone.
Yeah.
What if they were all going, oh my gosh, that is her. It's Virginia from the Dirt of the Day.
No, that was not it. I can tell you with 100% certainty, it was not it.
The restaurant thing that gives me kind of anxiety, and look, if you got your system, I understand it, but you ever have that where you've got like 6 people at the table and the waiter or waitress comes up and everyone's ordering, but they write nothing down. It's all committed to memory. You're making at least 20% of the table nervous, thinking you're not going to get it right. My suggestion, if you don't want to write it down, phantom write. Act like you're right. Oh, eggs and steak and pink lemonade. Okay, Mrs. Sinicki, all right.
You better put some vodka in that pink lemonade.
Well, only because I've seen people memorize it to just really not come back with the right order.
It makes you nervous, especially if you're a special order kind of guy.
Well,
if you like things to be a little bit, catered and changed, which I do.
Yeah.
It was so awkward. I had a friend one time at the table call out the server, go, can you please write this down? Every time someone doesn't write it down, they always mess it up. It was so uncomfortable.
I wouldn't say that.
No, of course not.
That's how you get a little loogie in your burger.
That's what I said. I go, dude, do you want spit with your ribs?
Yeah. Somebody said the problem, Kevin, with the phones getting locked up for the wait staff is they always complain, be like, oh, I got kids. I got a mom at home. They try to get a hold of me. I need to be immediately available. Honestly, I just say it's a really bad look when you have patrons sitting at a bar and there are 3 bartenders on their phone and so is the manager. And I would not allow it. I'd be like, you still need to put it up. And for you, if you got a kid, once an hour, you can go check it or whatever.
Go take a break and check it.
Yeah, but when you're standing behind the bar, and not to mention, too, for me, I'm germ aware. I know how many germs are on a phone. And so when you're handling your phone and then you're handling the things that are going in my beverage, I don't love that.
How do we know you just didn't go number 2 while you're scrolling on TikTok?
Yeah.
And now you're serving?
Yeah.
I don't know, Virginia.
That's like I could be way out there and completely wrong, but I'm not a big fan of wait staff on their phones.
I agree with you 100% because I just saw it go down.
Well, typically, if you are in the service industry, the front of the house needs to be where none of that stuff's seen. You're there to work, and if you have to go on the phone or you have to eat, you do that in the back. There'll be times where you'll see someone eating, and everyone's got to eat. I understand that. But people get upset when they see somebody working there, eating at the bar, and you're not being served.
Right. You're waiting for your drink, and she's finishing some onion rings.
It's just not a good business model.
No. And I blame that on the manager.
Yes, I do too.
Honestly, if you have a poor manager, you're going to have a poor experience.
Well, the manager is on his phone, so I'm like, how do you dictate a no phone policy when the manager's on it?
And there's ways you can do it to where you can check your phone and not have it be.
Absolutely. I think there's a good compromise.
Yeah, of course there is.
Mm-hmm. This person says in the Random Strong Opinion, people should stop calling a business to find out when they're open. You had to Google to find the number. The hours are right next to it.
That's not true,
I'm going to disagree with that one.
Especially during holidays, people change their hours, and it's all over the place. That's not a good opinion.
I can't tell you how many times I've done that very thing where I've looked at the time on Google, you get there, and they're not even open. They're whether it's a mom and pop place and someone's running late, always call to see if that's not a big deal. Just because it's on the internet or Google does not make it right.
It's true. true. I went to go check on that because the queen told me, she said, hey, meet me at this bar. And I'm like, okay, great. I get to go see my wife. So I went and checked, and I looked, and it said it was permanently closed. I'm like, is she punking me? I'm like, she's going to leave me. I'm going to be hanging there at a place that's not open. They hadn't changed it. They were open, but they didn't realize on their Google it said they're permanently closed. I'm like, that could be bad for business.
Terrible for business.
Right.
There's a ton of businesses that don't update their Google information, too.
You gotta weekly update that. If there's any change in your business hours, you should be going on to Google and updating it. It's very easy to do.
My strong opinion is that strong opinion was wrong.
Right?
Okay. And one more on the phones from Rocio said, people who do customer service should not have their phones. I went to the post office the other day. I was in line, and the girl was looking at her phone while helping me.
Oh.
And there's a huge line of people, and she's moving at a snail's pace.
Sorry, but the new Kardashian show just dropped.
Yeah.